Picture this: bright lights flashing in your face, the sounds of slot machines ringing in the background, and the feeling of endless excitement at your fingertips. Welcome to Las Vegas, the city that never sleeps. But hold on a second. Before you pack your bags and head to the bright lights, let's take a deep dive into what living in Las Vegas is really like. Sure, the city offers world-class entertainment, top-tier restaurants, and a nightlife that never ends. But what about the high cost of living, the crime, or the brutal heat that can make you think twice? Have you ever wondered if the Las Vegas job market is as great as it seems, or how it feels to live in a city where the very thing you love, the tourism, can become a huge problem? Does the Las Vegas housing market leave you scratching your head? Let's break down the real pros and cons of living in Las Vegas so you can make a well-informed decision. I want to hear from you. Would you want to live in a city like this? Drop a comment below with your thoughts. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. Now let's get started. While Nevada doesn't have a state income tax, which initially sounds appealing, the overall cost of living in Las Vegas is increasing at an alarming rate. One of the biggest expenses is housing. In just a few years, home prices have skyrocketed, making it much more expensive to buy property. As of 2024, the median home price in Las Vegas is around $450,000, which is a significant jump from just 5 years ago when it was closer to $275,000. This surge in prices is partly due to an influx of people moving from more expensive states like California, which has driven up demand and made the market more competitive. Renters aren't faring much better. The average rent for a one-bedroom apartment now exceeds $1,400 per month, while larger units can go well beyond $2,000, making it difficult for many residents to afford decent housing. Utilities are another factor. Because of the extreme heat, air conditioning is a necessity for much of the year, leading to high electricity bills that can easily reach $300 or more per month. Groceries, gas, and healthcare costs have also increased, making everyday life more expensive than many newcomers expect. Las Vegas is located in the Mojave Desert, which means one thing: extreme heat. Summers are brutally hot, with temperatures frequently soaring above 110 degrees Fahrenheit. Unlike other warm cities where summer heat lasts a couple of months, Vegas experiences high temperatures from May through September. Even in the evenings, temperatures often remain above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, offering little relief from the scorching sun. The dry desert climate also means little to no rainfall. While this might sound nice to those who dislike gloomy weather, the arid conditions can take a toll on your body. People with respiratory issues, dry skin, or allergies may find it especially difficult to live in this environment. The low humidity can cause chronic dehydration, nosebleeds, and increased susceptibility to colds and other illnesses. To make matters worse, dust storms and wildfires can create hazardous air quality, making it dangerous to be outside for extended periods. The heat is so extreme that some people barely go outside for months at a time, making it feel like you're trapped indoors for a good portion of the year. If you're planning to move to Las Vegas for work, you should know that the job market is heavily tied to tourism and hospitality, which can be extremely volatile. While casinos, hotels, and entertainment venues offer plenty of job opportunities, many of these positions are low-paying, seasonal, or lack benefits such as health insurance and retirement plans. The city has one of the highest rates of employment in leisure and hospitality in the nation, which means that during economic downturns, job losses hit hard. The COVID-19 pandemic was a prime example of this instability. In 2020, Las Vegas experienced the highest unemployment rate in the country, peaking at 34%. While the city has since recovered, this showed just how fragile the local economy can be when tourism slows down. Even outside of crises, many workers in the city rely on tips to make a living, meaning their income can fluctuate wildly depending on the time of year, economic conditions, and competition in the industry. While Las Vegas is known for its glitzy casinos and vibrant nightlife, many people don't realize that it also has a significant crime problem. The overall crime rate in Las Vegas is much higher than the national average, especially when it comes to violent crimes and property crimes. The city's crime rate stands at around 6.2 violent crimes per 1,000 residents, compared to the national average of about 4.0 per 1,000. Certain neighborhoods are particularly dangerous, with high rates of gang activity, drug-related crimes, and burglaries. North Las Vegas, parts of downtown, and certain areas along Boulder Highway are notorious for crime. One major contributor to crime in Vegas is its transient population. Many people move to the city seeking quick money through gambling, entertainment, or tourism-related jobs. But when they fail to make ends meet, they often turn to crime or end up homeless. The high number of tourists also attracts criminals who prey on visitors through scams, pickpocketing, and fraud. Despite the wealth and glamour of the Strip, Las Vegas has a massive homelessness problem. Over 5,000 people are homeless on any given night, and many of them live in underground flood tunnels beneath the city. The city's homelessness crisis is fueled by several factors: high housing costs, low wages, mental illness, and substance abuse. Many people move to Las Vegas hoping for a fresh start or a chance to make it big, only to find themselves unable to afford the rising cost of living. Without enough resources to support them, many end up living on the streets. The problem is highly visible, with homeless encampments spread throughout downtown, near freeway overpasses, and even in more suburban areas. Some parts of the city are heavily impacted, with local businesses struggling to deal with the increasing number of unhoused individuals in their neighborhoods. We're diving deep into the good, the bad, and the ugly of living in Las Vegas, but I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this. Have you ever lived in Vegas, or are you considering it? What do you think about the issues we've touched on? Things like the crime rate, housing prices, or even the gambling culture. Maybe you disagree with something I said, or maybe you agree, but want to add more to the conversation. Comment below and let's get this discussion rolling. And hey, if you're liking the video so far, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Got a suggestion for what you'd like to see next? Drop it in the comments too. We're always looking for new ideas. Thanks for sticking around so far, and let's keep going. If you have children or plan to start a family, the quality of education in Las Vegas should be a major concern. Nevada consistently ranks near the bottom in national education rankings, often placing in the bottom 5 states for student achievement. One of the biggest issues is overcrowding. Many schools in Las Vegas are operating at or above capacity, leading to large class sizes and inadequate resources. Some schools even use portable classrooms because they don't have enough space to accommodate all their students. The teacher shortage is another problem. Schools have struggled for years to retain qualified teachers due to low salaries, high workloads, and lack of state funding. As a result, many parents opt for private schools, which can be expensive. Charter schools have become a popular alternative, but they often have long waiting lists. If you want your child to receive a good education, you may have to pay extra for private schooling or be prepared to deal with the challenges of the public school system. Las Vegas is growing rapidly, and its infrastructure is struggling to keep up. Traffic congestion has become a major problem, especially on highways. Commutes that should take 15 minutes can easily stretch to 45 minutes or longer during peak hours. One of the biggest issues is that Las Vegas wasn't designed for a large population. The city expanded quickly, and many of its roads and highways were not built to handle the increasing number of vehicles. Road construction is constant, and while improvements are being made, it often feels like traffic congestion is getting worse rather than better. Public transportation is also severely lacking. The RTC bus system is the only real option for those without a car, but it's slow, unreliable, and doesn't serve all areas of the city efficiently. There's no subway, no commuter train, and very few bike-friendly areas. If you don't own a car, getting around can be frustrating and time-consuming. Las Vegas is built on the gambling industry, and while that might seem fun at first, it can become a serious problem for many residents. The city has one of the highest rates of gambling problems in the United States. Unlike most other places where gambling is confined to casinos, in Las Vegas, it's everywhere. Convenience stores, gas stations, grocery stores, and even airports have slot machines. For some, the temptation is overwhelming. Studies have shown that nearly 6% of Nevada residents suffer from gambling addiction, a rate much higher than the national average. Many people move to Las Vegas for job opportunities or a fresh start, only to find themselves drowning in debt due to easy access to gambling. Some max out credit cards, lose their savings, and even end up homeless because of their addiction. Beyond gambling, Las Vegas also struggles with high rates of alcohol and drug abuse. With bars, nightclubs, and liquor stores open 24/7, binge drinking is common. The party culture encourages excessive alcohol use, and substance abuse problems are widespread. Unlike cities that boast lush parks, rivers, or beaches, Las Vegas is dominated by urban sprawl and surrounded by barren desert. The city itself is primarily concrete and asphalt, with very little greenery or natural beauty. While there are some scenic areas like Red Rock Canyon, Valley of Fire, and Mount Charleston, these require a drive of at least 30 minutes to an hour to reach. If you're someone who enjoys hiking, swimming, or simply spending time outdoors, the options within the city are limited. There are a few parks scattered throughout Vegas, but they tend to be small, artificial, and not very well maintained. The dry, harsh climate makes it difficult to sustain lush vegetation, which means the city lacks the vibrant green landscapes found in other major cities. Unlike places like Denver or Portland, where nature is easily accessible, Las Vegas feels more like a sprawling urban grid with little escape from the built environment. If you're someone who values being close to nature, Las Vegas might feel stifling and uninspiring. One of the biggest complaints from longtime Las Vegas residents is that the city lacks a strong sense of community. Unlike cities with deep historical roots and tight-knit neighborhoods, Las Vegas often feels transient and artificial. Because so many people move to Vegas for work, gambling, or entertainment opportunities, the population is constantly shifting. Many residents come and go, making it difficult to form lasting friendships or a real sense of belonging. There's also a heavy focus on tourism, which means much of the city's culture revolves around catering to visitors rather than fostering a local identity. Unlike cities like New Orleans, Chicago, or San Francisco, Las Vegas doesn't have a deep cultural scene. While it has great restaurants and entertainment options, many of its attractions feel commercialized and lacking in authenticity. If you're looking for a city with rich traditions, history, and a strong community feel, Las Vegas might leave you feeling disconnected. And there you have it, Las Vegas, a city full of glamour, but also full of surprises you might not expect. Whether you're drawn to the endless entertainment or repelled by the high cost of living and crime, one thing's for sure, living in Sin City isn't for everyone. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and keep exploring.